Raelynn is actually an ideal patient in lots of ways, actually. Here is the assessment of Raylynn's musculoskeletal system. I think that's what it is. I don't know. I'm not a nurse.
You hear me talking to you? Oh, good job.
Raelynn, you were a good patient for Mom. Yeah, you were a good patient. You did a good job. So as we've talked about before, Abby's going to nursing school, and she's doing that so that she can be one of Raylynn's nurses. So as a part of Abby getting her nursing degree, she has to do all these assessments. And she's been posting those on her channel. But today she did one of Raelynn, and I think we posted one of Raelynn once before on this channel. But we're going to post this one too. This one is, I think it's a skeletal or muscles and skeletal. I don't know. I'm not a nurse. But it's an assessment of her like arms and muscles and skeleton and all that. But if you want to watch the whole thing, it'll be posted on Abby's channel tomorrow. So I'll be sure tomorrow to post that on the community tab so that you can see that. Or just go subscribe to Abby's channel so that you can make sure that you see it as soon as it's uploaded. But here is the assessment of Raylynn's musculoskeletal system. I think that's what it is. Musculoskeletal system. All right, here that is.
Hi, I'm Nurse Abby, and I'm going to be doing a muscular skeleton assessment today. Can I get your daughter's name and date of birth?
Her name's Raelynn Huff, February 31st, 2012.
Wait, what do you guys call her?
Call her Raelynn.
Just Raelynn. Hi, Raelynn. How are you today? You hear me talking to you?
When she's moving her mouth like this, that means she's listening and she likes what you're saying.
Hi, we're going to do some stretching today, okay? Let me see your arms. Can you talk to me? Yeah. Let me see this arm. Oh, good job. You raise it up. High, high, high.
Yeah.
What, is one arm better than the other?
I mean, they're both generally stiff. This elbow here is out of socket because of her seizures. When she has seizures, she oftentimes gets really stiff and does this.
Pulls it out.
Yeah, and so that elbow is out of socket.
And now it's just stuck out.
Yeah, it's
That's
just
her radial head.
Yeah.
But it doesn't seem like it hurts.
Nope. Our thing with her is if it doesn't cause pain, it's probably okay.
That sounds like a good rule. Is that a good rule? Do any of her limb movements cause pain?
Her hips, and legs and hips, oftentimes will cause her pain. So she's had several hip surgeries to try to correct that going forward. And her hips are permanently out of socket now from the last surgery.
What did they do for the last surgery?
They removed the tops of her thigh bones. I don't know what that's called.
Okay, a femoral head removal.
And they attached the muscles from her hip area down to those. I don't understand everything, but they basically took her hips permanently out of socket. And that should hopefully prevent her from having pain going forward, but she's still having some pain from the recovery from all that. Yeah.
Does she look down?
Once again, she does sometimes, but and she just had some Botox in her neck to hopefully help her look down more, but she's been looking up a lot because of her tense muscles in her neck.
Good, you're doing good. What movements does she do on her own?
I mean, she'll move limbs like in twitch and things, but she in terms of intentional movement, very
Purposeful.
little. I wouldn't say that she purposefully has control of her limbs. She's very much quadriplegic.
Do you like in your hands played with? Are you talking to me about it? Yeah.
Yeah.
What about her AFOs? How does she do wearing those?
She wears her AFOs, I'd say most days, I'd say several hours most days is what I would probably say. Other days that she doesn't wear them, yeah, certainly if we're having lazy days. But if she's up in her chair, she almost always has those on. If we're going anywhere, she almost always has them on.
Am I playing with your toes? Are you ticklish? Are you ticklish? All right, can I move your hips a little?
When she winces like that, that's just a little bit of pain.
Is it a little uncomfortable? Does she straighten her legs?
She does. She can, but she doesn't like to usually. Once again, that's one of those range of motion things that we do. She's not always happy about, but we do.
It can probably vary some
Yeah.
day to day.
Yeah.
You're doing good. I will put this back in just a second. Let me see this leg. Can we straighten it? Hey, we're going to lay down, sweetie.
It might just be the way that she's laying.
gonna lay, I know. We're gonna lay flat. Can I see your back? And tell me about back.
Well, she's had spine surgery. So,
did that help things?
oh yeah, definitely. She's straight. I mean, her spine used to be 99% curvature of the spine, but now they've corrected it to about 40% curvature of her spine. Mm-hmm. So she sits so much straighter than she used to. It used to be a very defined curve.
Help you breathe better. Mm-hmm. You need a back rub? Okay, do you have any questions for me?
No.
Do you have any questions, Raelynn? Huh? Thanks for letting me help you stretch. You did good. Let's stretch your arms up. Can you clap? Yay! You did so good. Thank you.
So like I said, if you want to watch the whole video, make sure you're subscribed to my wife's channel. That's Nurse Abby. The link is in the description. And I'll post the whole thing to her channel. I think it'll be up there tomorrow. So, and while I've been talking, Raelynn has fallen asleep. That was fast. You're sleeping? Okay, I'll let you get a nap. Night, night. Oh, now you're awake. Are you going to sleep or are you going to be awake? She's like, leave me alone, Dad. I'm tired. All right, I'll let you get a nap. So yeah, Raelynn is actually an ideal patient in lots of ways, actually. Not just for Abby's mock assessments, but also like in the doctor's office. Even though she's not extremely expressive, from her facial expressions, she does tell us how she's feeling. And that hasn't always been the case. Like, I want to say it's been a couple years, but 2 or 3 years ago, she wouldn't tell us nearly as much as she does now in terms of how she's feeling. She had a very high pain tolerance, so like we can know that she was in a little bit of pain, but she wouldn't really express that. But now if she's in pain, she'll grimace. You can see it on her face. And if she's in a little bit more pain, then she'll cry or she'll cry out. So we're really grateful that she can express herself like that. I mean, it's really helpful to us to know that she's in pain so that we can help relieve that pain in some way. And when she's in the doctor's office, they can see it firsthand as well. So if they're moving her limbs, trying to diagnose what an issue is, she will let them know. she'll let them know with her face. She'll let them know verbally. Of course, she won't say I'm in pain, but she'll make a noise expressing her pain. So these are all things like she really is an ideal patient. She doesn't hide her feelings. Like she doesn't minimize how she feels. She just shows exactly how she's feeling through her expressions. And not only that, I wanted to talk a little bit about how people who have like major medical conditions like Raelynn actually leads to medical technology being improved. I don't think people realize just how much our medical technology has become vastly superior because of kids like Raelynn. Because our culture takes care of kids like Raelynn, they develop technologies that are useful in other areas too. Like for example, these last couple of years with COVID, we have more respiratory helps in our country and even just around the world because of technology, how that works, because our culture has made it a priority to take care of kids like Raelynn. So all those like machines that sustained people's lives while they had COVID, the technology wouldn't be nearly as advanced if not for them over the years developing these kinds of things for people like Raelynn. Not to say that they wouldn't have any of these things. Of course they would. There's lots of different disabilities and things. But the very fact that we have people who have trouble breathing ongoing, like Raelynn, makes it more of a priority for them to have developed that so that when we have something like a global pandemic, we have all kinds of machines of the technology to help people through that better. All that to say, if it wasn't for people like Raelynn, a lot more people would have had a lot more problems during COVID. Everything happens for a reason. And not to say that I'm glad Raelynn has problems, of course not. However, because she's having these issues anyway, it's good to look back and say her life has been helpful to other people. Whatever you're going through, I hope that you can find those nuggets of hope and joy, knowing that everything that you're going through is for a reason as well. Just always continue to have hope and joy. God bless you. We'll see you again next time.